Ask any family that has ever owned a large SUV the same question, and you will get the same tired answer back. Bigger means slower. Slower to accelerate. Slower to turn into a tight space. And worst of all, slower to charge on a long journey. For over a decade, every premium manufacturer in the West has quietly agreed on this trade-off and sold it to you as if it were physics. Mercedes-Benz, BMW, Volvo, all of them build their 6- and 7-seat family flagships on the same defeated assumption. Comfort costs you speed, and space costs you time. You can have a fast car, or you can have a family car. You were never supposed to have both at once. And for 30 years, nobody seriously questioned that. The engineers shrugged. The marketing departments built entire campaigns around the right tool for the right journey. And millions of parents simply accepted that a big car meant a slow Sunday. Except this week, a Chinese premium brand is about to upgrade one of its existing family SUVs with a piece of engineering that puts that entire deal on trial in front of the whole industry. And there is a very real chance it does not survive the verdict. Somewhere in Shenzhen, a team of engineers looked at that decades-old compromise, the one that every Mercedes, BMW, and Volvo owner has simply learned to live with, and decided it was never a law of nature in the first place. It was just a limit nobody had seriously bothered to push past. This is the Denza N8L, the premium 6-seat SUV from BYD's luxury arm that has already been on sale in China since October last year. On the 23rd of June, Denza gives it an upgrade that no Western manufacturer has even attempted at this price point. The Flash Charging Edition. Built around a new battery and a charging system, the original car simply did not have. But before we open the bonnet, you need to understand something about the company behind it. Because this is not a niche experiment confined to a handful of showrooms in Shenzhen. Denza is already a global brand with global ambitions. Earlier this year, it staged its international launch inside the Palais Garnier in Paris, one of the most recognizable opera houses on the planet, and named Daniel Craig, yes, the actor who played James Bond, as the face of its worldwide campaign. It is already selling cars in Brazil and in Mexico. Retail networks are being built across Germany, France, Italy, Spain, and the United Kingdom, with a stated target of 30 countries by the end of the year. And the N8L itself, the very car we are talking about today, already carries an export license through an authorized dealer network. Nobody at Mercedes or BMW can credibly tell you this is a domestic curiosity anymore. The only honest question left is not whether this car eventually parks outside a European showroom. It is which country gets it first, and how much time the legacy brands think they still have to prepare. And there is a symbolism to the Daniel Craig choice that is easy to miss if you only look at the spec sheet. You do not hire one of the most expensive faces in cinema to sell a budget runabout. You hire him to tell the world, in a language every market understands, that this brand intends to be taken seriously at the top of the table, not tolerated at the bottom of it. Let's start with the number that should not be possible for a vehicle this size. The N8L's second-generation Blade battery, 75.26 kilowatt-hours, running on an 800-volt platform. Charges from 10% to 97% in 9 minutes, from 10 to 70%, 5 minutes. Now picture the actual moment this happens in real life. Not the number on a spec sheet. A family pulls into a service station 3 hours into a long drive. Everyone climbs out, the kids go to find the toilets, somebody queues for coffee, and by the time they are walking back across the forecourt, the car is already finished charging and waiting for them. There is no waiting around for the battery. There is only a normal toilet break that happens to top up a 5-meter luxury SUV almost to full. And before anyone in the comments says this is a laboratory number that falls apart the moment it gets cold, Denza tested this exact system at minus 30 degrees Celsius. The kind of cold that brings most electric vehicles in Scandinavia and Canada to their knees. The charging time increased by 3 minutes, not doubled, not tripled, 3 minutes. in conditions that would leave a typical European or American electric SUV crawling home on a fraction of its advertised range, hunting for a charger with the heating turned down to save power. Compare that to the lived reality of most premium electric SUVs on sale in the West right now, where a 10 to 80% top-up on a good day, in good weather, on the fastest public charger you can find, still takes the better part of half an hour. Half an hour is enough time to eat a meal. 9 minutes is barely enough time to use the bathroom and pay for the coffee. That is not an incremental improvement. That is a different category of ownership experience entirely. And it is the gap the legacy brands are currently pretending does not exist. Now for the part that genuinely breaks the physics of what a family car is supposed to feel like. This is a 6-seat SUV, over 5 meters long, fitted with heated and ventilated captain's chairs in the second row and a zero-gravity recline for the front passenger. And the new Flash Charging Edition accelerates from 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in just over 3 seconds, shaving real time off the figure the original model posted at launch. That is hot hatch territory. That is sports car territory. It is not supposed to be minivan territory. And yet here it is. The plug-in hybrid powertrain pairs a 2.0-liter turbocharged engine with 3 electric motors to produce a combined 560 kilowatts by 751 horsepower sent through all 4 wheels. And the genuinely cruel part of this, if you are a German performance engineer reading the spec sheet, is that none of the passengers inside feel like they are riding in a performance car at all. The third row reclines to 121 degrees with its own heating. The front passenger seat folds almost completely flat for long motorway stretches. There is enough power sitting underneath all of that comfort to embarrass a hot hatch off the lights. And the people sitting in the back would have absolutely no idea unless somebody told them. For decades, the assumption in vehicle design was that you could not chase that kind of performance figure without sacrificing ride comfort somewhere else. Stiffer springs, harder seats, a cabin tuned for the driver rather than the passengers behind them. The N8L quietly refuses that trade-off as well. The same engineering team that built the powertrain also built the comfort around it, on the assumption that a family should never have to choose between getting somewhere quickly and arriving relaxed. Anyone who has ever tried to squeeze a 5-meter SUV into a cramped car park in a European city center knows the particular dread of that moment, inching forward and backward while everyone behind you waits. The N8L's Dessous active suspension, combined with rear-wheel steering, gives it a turning radius of just 4.58 meters, tighter than plenty of small hatchbacks half its size. But the feature that genuinely breaks the rules of what a car is supposed to be able to do is what Denza calls intelligent crab walking. The car can shift its entire body diagonally sideways, aligning the rear axle with the front wheels, and slide directly into a parking space at an angle that should be physically impossible for a vehicle this size to enter without 3 or 4 attempts, and for the families who actually take a car like this away from the city. There is an integrated drone system on the roof, the Lingyuan system, built jointly with DJ, the world's largest drone manufacturer, that launches itself directly from the vehicle to film the journey from above. A premium Western SUV gives you a panoramic sunroof and calls it a luxury feature. The Denza gives you a sunroof and then quietly adds an aerial camera crew built straight into the bodywork. Think about what that actually means for a family on a road trip. No fumbling with a separate drone, no remote control, no app to set up on the side of a motorway. The car launches it, the car tracks the journey, and the footage is sitting on your phone before you have even finished unpacking the boot at the hotel. It is the kind of feature that sounds like a gimmick on a spec sheet and turns out to be the thing every passenger remembers about the trip. Now put all of this next to what the West is currently offering in exactly the same segment. The Mercedes EQS SUV, the BMW iX, the Volvo X90, not one of them charges from 10 to 97% in 9 minutes. Not one of them can shift sideways into a parking space. Not one of them launches its own drone from the roof, while the third-row passengers recline at 121 degrees. And while European boardrooms are still holding meetings about whether large electric SUVs even make commercial sense at scale, Denza has already been selling this SUV for 8 months, priced it under $56,000, secured its export license, opened showrooms across Latin America, and put Daniel Craig in front of a camera to introduce the brand to the rest of the planet. In 3 days, the upgraded flash charging version officially goes on sale in China. Given everything you have just seen, the real question is no longer whether this reaches your country eventually. It is how much longer Mercedes, BMW, and Volvo genuinely believe they have left to pretend that the trade-off between space and speed was ever a law of physics in the first place. Every additional month they spend defending that old compromise is another month Denza spends opening showrooms, signing dealers, and quietly turning a domestic curiosity into a brand people in Berlin, São Paulo, and London actually recognized by name. The legacy industry built its entire pricing strategy around the assumption that this kind of engineering would take them another decade to reach. Denza just proved it does not need a decade. It needed 3 years, one battery breakthrough, and an actor willing to put his face on the campaign. This has been Drive and RPM. If you want to keep seeing the technology the legacy industry hopes you never hear about, hit subscribe, because the next one is already in production.